Hi there, everybody. Just recently I decided to make a business venture. And because of that, I decided to do a Q&A. So, it's not too well rehearsed. But if you've watched any of my videos, you know I don't actually plan anything. Okay, so we're going to start off by addressing Joshua Missile at Bladehell. NC. Will I be your dad? I'll be your daddy. I'll be your daddy all night long. Then Dropsy asked how we met. Me and Blade have known each other for several years now. We have been the best of friends ever since we played League of Legends. And at that time, Blade wasn't the best player. Neither was I. That's not the point here. He thought it would be a good idea to go, if anyone here plays League, to go Teemo support with Graves. And it was not fun. We got our ass handed to us. And the whole time, Blade would just stand right next to me and say, "Vale, I'm up your ass." Okay. And ever since then, we've been the best of friends. So, on the subject of family and dads, Tails Prower, you asked me if you could be my brother. And let me tell you something. If you watch any of my videos or come to any of my streams, we're family. I'm taking the time to do something for you guys, and you're taking the time to watch me. We're interacting, we're talking, we're having a good time. That's basically what family is. Now we're getting into the meat of the AMA. Circumstances are coming up that the Pokeballer servers might disappear from the internet. And that's where I met Blade, and there's certainly a sentimental attachment to it. I remember playing the servers myself, and I actually was a builder for the longest time. Anybody who's kept up with it, I've built for Lachlan. He didn't pay me because it was volunteer work. I have built for several YouTubers in the Pixelmon Island SMP series. I built everything in there, those giant sculptures, all the gyms, everything. And I helped build one of Jerome's servers. A couple of Jerome servers, actually. And for a while, I was on retainer to do monthly builds for Jerome so that he would have stuff to do on a series. You probably remember a particularly hard puzzle. Okay. And, but because of this, puts me in a unique position. I have access to the maps that weren't paid for and stuff like that. And I considered putting the host up itself and posting the cost of the servers myself. And last I checked, after a straw poll we did, it was over 90% in favor of yes, I should bring them back. It was only 100 votes, but that is still an overwhelming margin. And so after that, I said, tweet at me your questions, and here we are. So, the first question will be from Lozbot. Have you thought of a name for this new branch of servers? And the name, we've tossed around things involving Yard, because I will be fronting the cost and trying to make the server as successful as possible. That means streaming as often as possible and being interactive with you guys and building new servers and new content for you guys, which I think would be really fun. I would really enjoy it with you too. And so we've tossed around Oak Yard, like Professor Oak, the trees in a yard, and that's the last part of my name, or Poke Yard, or Pixel Yard, stuff like that. And it's a bit conceited to have my name in there, but it is a brand that I will be trying to build, and it'll help me, through YouTube maybe, because I really do want to do more on YouTube and entertain you guys all I can. Okay, second question from Harley Hemsley. Will people be able to volunteer to help out with builds, or will only staff be able to? Personally, whenever we had Pokeballers in the beginning, we did have a build team. And if things work out the way I want them to, I want Pokeballers to grow as strong as it was, and then, like, lead to new stuff. So yeah, I could see doing a build team. And if things work out correctly, then I could see us making plenty of servers. Okay. Now, this one, this question requires a bit of the list. This makes up the majority of the list. So, let me begin. Tails Prower, Nimbus, Slice Hugh Meta, Dylan H, Friday _ Spartan Flame 75, Caden Hill. Okay, your questions were on the regards of staff. Okay, so this requires a more in-depth answer, I think. So the plan is, general plan, proceeding of the future for Poke, whatever we want to call it, Poke Yard for now. Proceeding plan is to put out a new server that's already generally complete. It just needs some polish, and that would be a single server. It would be new, and you guys would be able to get on there and experience it all for yourself. And that would be a test run to see if it would be worth it to bring back the new servers. And if that new server does well, we will systematically bring back each and every server we can. That's R1 and R2. We can't bring back stuff like Kanto, Johto, or Islands, but we have everything in our capability to remake them so that they're bigger and better. And I already have tons of ideas for that. Trust me. And then, if it's successful, if the first server is successful, then the plan is to maybe make moderators and admins from the old PokeLB, or not PokeLB, from Pokeballers, the new admins and moderators, and they will have free reign to choose helpers and stuff like that, and gym leaders, as the case may be for R1 and R2. And that means if you were a good helper / moderator, then an admin will pretty much have no reason not to choose you. We will need staff in the beginning, and I really hope you guys do get all the positions you need. Okay, and then there was another question, and from Isaiah at Link Ali 123456. If all goes well, is there a possible set date on when the server will be launched, or is it a kind of unpredictable at the moment? So, in all seriousness, I would like to say at the end of March, because we do have a PAX trip coming up with me, Blade, and Bob. Blade isn't involved in this server, but he is my best friend, so I'm going to go to him for advice. But we're going to PAX, and we'd like to just kind of take that week to celebrate and be drunk all the time, and just really enjoy ourselves before we get down to the nitty-gritty of running the business, you know? And so, end of March would be my guess. So I hope this answered all your questions. If you have any more, I stream almost daily. Check out any videos I do. And I want you guys to know that I love every single one of you. Bye-bye.